physically able, would you please rise and honor America with us with the playing of our national anthem. Starting lineups this evening. First for visiting Lipscomb. A junior, number 5, Will Turner.
Yeah, both sides. Men's and women's.
Senior,
pick the winner than both. Adam, pick to win it than both. Preseason pick to win.
Senior, number 10, Alejandro Lopez.
What's the best one? What is Stetson Hatters?
Number 11, Pearl Shepherd. A senior, number 18, Wood. A freshman, number 20, Malachi Jones. Sophomore, number 23, Nick Dang. A senior, number 29, Noah Golden. And gold senior, number 1, Michael Siblin. Assistant coaches Michael Bledsoe and Stephen Light. The head coach in his 18th season is Charles Moore.
This is the best Wi-Fi. Get yourself on it, hand it back so I can plug it in.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your Stetson Hatters. A junior from Lapointe, France, number 2, Tom DiLorenzo. A junior from Rome, Italy, number 6, Alessandro Bunny. A redshirt sophomore from Mexico City, Mexico, number 7, Luis Laura Delgado. A redshirt sophomore from Oviedo, Florida, number 9, Kelvin C. A sophomore from Winter Park, Florida, number 11, Charles Hall. A sophomore from Sanford, Florida, number 17, Gabriel Toro. A redshirt freshman from Dumfries, Virginia, number 18, Tatum Gonzalez. A freshman from Spencerport, New York, number 20, Jacob Leonard. A freshman from El Paso, Texas, number 23, Andres Mata. A redshirt freshman from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, number 32, Tavon Fusenden. In goal, redshirt junior from Cape Coral, Florida, number 1, Owen Jack. Your coaching staff, volunteer assistant Eduardo Jimenez, assistant coach Jaime Ibarra, and the head coach in his 2nd season of your Hatters is none other than Emmett Rudkowski.
Thank you.
Let's make sure it doesn't go dead.
It's
in black. I saw the black.
It actually is.
It's like in the moment, man. It doesn't hang for good.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, for Stetson Hatters!
Hello and welcome to DeLand. We're here at the Athletic Training Center for A-Sun Soccer. The visitors today, the Lipscomb Bisons, come in here to face the Stetson Hatters. Stetson kicks off. I'm Joseph Ashley. I appreciate you all joining me here this evening, whether you're cheering for the Hatters or the Bisons on the evening. We'll get through this one together and come through it all right here as this A-Sun match is pivotal here in the standings as Lipscomb looks to continue a great season. They started at 9-1-1 coming into this one today and lead the A-Sun here. Preseason pick to win the A-Sun. They've been a force all season in both ends of the pitch. But we'll see if the Hatters can come in here and slow them down at all. Lipscomb now advancing the ball here on the right side here, coming up with some possession in the early going. Chased down by Jacob Leonard. He gets his first start of the year here at left back. As Lipscomb controls early here. Kind of pulling double duty here, trying to run the camera and commentate. It's going to run into some issues all night for me, but we'll see how we can do. Jack cleared that one away. Owen Jack back in goal after Nicolo Radielli there picked up the win against USF on the Wednesday night evening game. And here's an attack by Lipscomb here. Edge of the box, working their way in. Di Lorenzo with the dispossession, and Stetson picks it up, trying to outlet to Mata. He gets around the defense briefly there, but backed up and surrendered a throw. Di Lorenzo picks it up, surveying the situation, and it's now we're back into play. Jaden Gonzalez gets the start in place of Dan Wintermeyer. He's day-to-day with an injury to his clavicle here. We'll see if he can come back here Tuesday for Georgia Southern, but right now we don't know that one. Stetson working it around the back. Gonzalez with it. Plays it up to Moosenden as he's closed down, and now the Bison's looking to press up as Jack just sends it over the top. Leonard trying to keep it in here, but just a little too high for him. Lipscomb throw. That's Golden there for Lipscomb, number 29, the right back for the Bisons, surveying the situation, looking for somewhere to go in from it. Throws it forward here. Lipscomb, their numbers here probably look a little better for you at home, but the pink jerseys with the pink numerals and just the black outlines, if I don't get a good glance at there, in the front of the jerseys, it's almost impossible to see. That was Leonard trying to find Luis Lara up the sideline, but the ball drifted out of bounds. Now Golden will throw it back again to get the restart. He throws over Wood, and Alessandro Gabani comes up to get it there. Plays to Laura, but a sliding challenge ends that a threat. Ball bounces for him again. All brings it under control. We have a player down here, and he went down immediately. That's 29 Golden, I believe, and didn't look like any contact there with him that I could see, but I was watching the play away from him. He was holding his head there briefly. They're making him depart here just for the concussion protocol here that's in place. This one likely to restart with a drop ball, though. He went down in a clump, and I did not see who was around him or what had happened there. drop ball, but they'll force Lipscomb to retreat here, or excuse me, Stetson to retreat here against Lipscomb there. They are building an offensive attack, but obviously with a player down, which they immediately allowed him back on. I'm glad he's okay there. Stetson will change the point of attack, and we'll see where they go from here. This is Kelvin Zink carrying it forward, trying to play it over the top for Laura, and we got a foot race down there. Laura comes up with it, jukes towards the end line, cross comes in and cleared for a corner kick by Lipscomb. First corner of the match. We're 3.5 minutes in here. Unfortunately, we can't actually show you where the corner comes from. Not really a design flaw because this pillar is quite necessary for the structure purposes, but can't really get the camera to see through it. They haven't made clear pillar technology yet, to my knowledge. This will be Charles All taking it. This will be a right-footed and an in-swinger coming in. Cleared over the top there, but not out of danger. DiLorenzo belts it, but it's over the bar for a goal kick.
Let's go, Bison!
Lipscomb quick to put it back in play. Trying to catch Stetson sleeping here, but you're seeing a lot of what they plan to do all night because it's what they did with South Florida. It's one of their pillars here. They love to press the ball. As you can see, kind of a turnover there, a tussle between Lopez and Lara there. But Lipscomb maintains control, playing it all the way back as Mata ran up there to try to jar it free. And now we're on Stetson's final third here. As Dahlman there tries to fight for it. Ref says play on after a couple bodies tumble there, and Stetson clears it away. 50-50 ball won by the Bisons, though. But that clearance forward deemed to a last touch of Bison, and Stetson will throw it in to get us restarted. DiLorenzo grabs it, chucks it in. That's Mata, brings it down. Dispossessed there, and that defender stepping up. Lipscomb trying to counter, but a good seal out by Gonzalez, but he has nowhere to go with it and just puts it out rather than surrender a chance. 0-0 in the early going here. We're about 5.5 minutes in here at the Athletic Training Center in DeLand, Florida. It's just after sunset here. I mean, we're about what people normally set their room temperatures on. We're in that 68 to 72 range here. I suppose you set a little higher if you're trying to save money, but if you're setting it for comfort in that 68 to 72. Lipscomb working it around the back here. This is Dang with it now and changes the point of attack, belting it forward, but Owen Jack, quick off his line, picks that one up. Plays it down to Zink, and Jack has to play it forward, but it's right to a Bison there, and they're going to try to play it in. Chance here for the Bisons. Jukes Owen, but hits the post there. Solid chance for Lipscomb there on the misplay. Well, apparently that deflected off a Hatter. They're coming up for corner now. I thought he just got post on his own. Apparent deflection there. Lipscomb will pick up the corner.
Who's taking?
29.
This will be Golden coming up from his right back spot to take this corner here. Cross comes in, headed, and goal! Lipscomb goes into an early lead. We are 7 minutes in, and Lipscomb has cracked the scoreboard, taking advantage of the set piece and heading it into net. We'll see what Stetson can do to regroup here, but very good set piece from the visiting Bisons here, and they get on the board early.
I know it's really hard. 18. About the goal. Assist.
Waiting for George Woodhill to call this one out. But I believe our statisticians have Wood with the goal and Golden with the assist. That's 18 and 29 for those of you at home. We'll see what Stetson can do here to regroup, but giving it away for a throw is probably not the answer they were looking for, and Lipscomb tries to go fast here.
29, Noah Golden. Golden scored the 7th minute of the first half.
There's George Woodhill making the call. They had to collect all the information they can here, and Lipscomb trying to go forward here again here, but that Hatter back line just trying to hang on here and see if they can turn this around real quick. But the Lipscomb attack shows their teeth early, and they bite into the scoreboard, taking a 1-0 lead. And they're trying to push forward, but this might turn into a counterattack opportunity, but a great challenge there in the midfield ends that. I believe that was McAleenan, number 6 for the Bisons, who made that challenge to dispossess the ball there. Stetson has it again, though, and trying to flip forward here. That back line, though, in good position to stop it. They're going to try to press the goalkeeper. That was Mata running up there before curling off, trying to predict where that pass was going and pick the ball up and get a one-on-one opportunity again. He scored against South Florida with a jumping on an errant pass there, everything else. Mistake at the back, and here comes Lipscomb's attack again. Down the left-hand side, I believe it's Malachi Jones with it, trying to juke around Gonsalves. Gets a opportunity, but just belts it, and that one goes all over the fence, and that's somewhere on Minnesota Avenue now. Owen Jack will restart us here. 1-0 Bisons here in the 9th minute of play. He waves the defenders forward. He's just going to put shoe leather to ball leather and send this one as far as he can. Helps if the camera's actually on him, I suppose. There we go. We're in the air. That's relatively aimed for us. That was just over Gabani. Laura trying to keep it in, but can't quite manage it. We throw in for the Bisons here coming up. Golden, the assist on the goal right here, is the one handling the ball, looking forward, trying to find an open player. Chucks it in, goes down there, a little too far for Dahlman, and Zink sends it forward over the head of Mata. Across the back line there, I believe that's Robinson played it forward for the Bisons there, looking for Jones again. Now with Mata, he's looking for Toro down the right, but can't quite get there around Robinson, who plays it back, and then Sibley sends it forward. I wasn't sure which way the call was going there, but in favor of the Hatters there, as it looked like Gonsalves put a shoulder to the offensive player there. The offensive player went down. I guess the ref deemed he went down a little too easily there. Hatter kick, and they'll enjoy a bit of the possession for now. It's down here to the right. That's down to Jacob Leonard here. Leonard over the top to Laura. Laura still has it. Excuse me, that was Charles All off his face. Mata was trying to take advantage of it, but All took a clearance right off his face there. And he's getting up, but he's a little bit wobbly. Looks a little more certain of himself now. Stetson trainer Allie Wyndham will come out to assess Charles All's condition here, but he's on both feet. He's moving around kindly. Allie's taking about 2 seconds to look him over. I think they're going to walk him off the sideline, and he's immediately going to come back on. This should end up being a drop ball situation going to Lipscomb here, I believe, but I'm not certain of what our referee Pablo Hernandez will consider doing. Actually calls Mata over. I believe they're going to make Mata play it back here, and then Stetson will retain possession. All waiting to re-enter on the sideline. His check is over. He's all right and good to go. Just waiting 1 second here as Stetson tries to set their offense, and Lipscomb tries to counter, and it's a bit of a game of chess here around the ref holding the ball just outside the 18-yard box. Drops it for Mata. Mata across to Toro. Toro trying to shift around Robinson, but Robinson with the clearance out of bounds. DiLorenzo gets us back in. That's Moosenden with it. Back to DiLorenzo. Tom trying to figure out something to do with it before a defender kind of chips that one out of bounds. 1-0 your score. We're about 11 minutes into this one. Lipscomb in the lead already. They scored off a corner kick here. Toro trying to play it across there will give them a throw, not a goal kick. He took it a little too far wide, and they'll throw it in from deep instead of booting it deep. But Lipscomb got on the board first. It's a beautiful cross from a corner kick, and they just headed it right in. Nothing Jack could do about it from his goal position. Dahlman on the assist with that one, and that was Wood got in the air and put it into net. Here comes Lipscomb on a hack. They've stringed about 3 or 4 passes together before they gave it back to the Hatters. Gabani with the dispossession there, and Gabani with the pass to All, and Hatters are trying to move forward quickly here. DiLorenzo wide to All down the sideline, back to DiLorenzo, but a little too far for him. And here comes the press from the Hatters, and that took a deflection. I believe they were thinking handball there for a minute, but advantage was played and no call was actually made. Sometimes refs will allow that there and won't even hold up the advantage hand. Gabani looking for Laura down the sideline, but a little too much pace on it for the Mexico City native and pit transfer there. Sibley picks it up, chucks it over his head. This is Golden with it. Golden will play it backwards. That was Dang with it. Over to Sibley, then around the horn. I believe that was Turner, and Robinson, the normal left back, he is a bit further up the pitch. This is Dang with it now. Forward to Wood, the goal scorer on the day. Gabani tries to take it but can't do it. Lipscomb maintains possession with it. Lipscomb putting together a nice string of passes here. They're on about 10 before the cross came in, and Gonzalez salvages it for the Hatters. They'll try to work out of the back now. Not a lot of options for DiLorenzo. He was just going to try to play it over the top, found the back of a Lipscomb player, and went out for a throw. Lipscomb gave up about 20 yards of real estate there for a throw again, and both those balls are on the practice pitch right now. Behind the team benches there, so we'll wait a couple seconds for them to get at least one ball back for the throw-in. Now we're back underway as Gabani plays it to DiLorenzo. Back to Gabani, middle to, I believe that was Musenden, who had it forced away from him. Hatters retreating to regroup for pressure. Now played to the near side. Beautiful 1-2 from Lipscomb there. Cross comes in. Chance. Malachi Jones was slipping as he shot it and just got under that one. Sent it careening over the goal. Probably got a little too excited. He was uncovered, very open for just not really a tap-in. Jack was retreating well, but if he sent it far post, there would have been nothing Jack could have did to stop it. Regardless, we're still 1-0. We're about 15 minutes into this one. Visiting side has tallied 3 shots so far. Each team has a corner kick. The Hatters have 1 shot, 1-0 score line to go in the early going. Jack boots it forward, gets about 10 yards on that Lipscomb side there. There's a battle. All comes up with it. He had 4 Bison around him, but he finds Zink around the back, and now the Hatters are going to try to go over the top. Toro's giving up about 1.5 feet there to Robinson. Robinson with the seal out and earning a throw, and Lipscomb puts it back into play quick. All trying to cause the turnover here, a deflection off him. Lipscomb comes down with the second ball, maintains possession. They chip it around to Golden. Golden to play it forward there, and still just bouncing around the midfield. Stetson gets the call there, and they'll have a free kick from about 5 to 10 inside the opposing half. They'll see what they can do with it here. This is Charles All who's settling over it. Everyone's going forward just about. Leonard's held back, and it looks like DiLorenzo is held back there in defense with them. But the other 8 players, well, I suppose 7, because All has to kick it, are forward. Here comes it over the top. Sibley fists it. It's going to fall out for Gabani. We'll see what he does with it here. Plays it back. That's Leonard now. Leonard with time, but running out slowly as Lipscomb starts to press right up to Moosenden. Excuse me, I was going to say Gonzalez there, but to Moosenden. Leonard going crossfield looking for Gabby. Toro manages to keep it in. Gabriel Toro with it. Good move inside. Gets around a couple Bison. Looking for Laura on the outside. Laura keeps it in. Back up for Leonard. We'll see if Leonard can cross. Cross comes in. Mata trying to either bicycle it or get something on it, but can't quite do it. Good attack from the Hatters, but not quite the finished product they were looking for. Sibley now collects, surveys, takes a touch. He'll put it back into play pretty quick. He's waving players forward. He had Dang to his right there if he wanted to play it forward, but he's just going to take it and just punt it. Dropped between Golden and Laura fighting for it, but deflected out for all, and Stetson's on the attack now. That's DiLorenzo with it, trying to maintain control with it. He keeps it in play, sends it forward there for, I can't quite tell who that was, but doesn't really matter now until the attack fizzled out right there. That was Mata. I couldn't quite see the numbers on. Mata with it now. He's trying to move forward. He's got about 3 people on him, but he gets dispossessed by Lipscomb there as they're coming forward now. Trying to play a through ball there to catch Jones. Jones kind of puts a hold on the attack there and just maintains possession, playing it back. Lipscomb comes in here very fresh and renewed here. Their last game was, I believe, 11 days ago when they played Mercer. That'd be October 4th. And Dang kind of showing off a move there, getting around Mata. Might be something that Dang remembers, but in the grand scheme of things, not necessarily Mata's proudest moment, but he'll let that one go. Getting around a forward to move forward, not necessarily one of those things that sticks out unless you're a defender. Stetson throw here on the back line, or excuse me, Stetson free kick on the back line. It's DiLorenzo over the ball. As Lipscomb's women's team, they'll play here tomorrow, have entered the ATC. They're moving in right below me. If you start hearing a lot of Lipscomb cheering, that might be one of the causes of it. Fairly sizable contingent for the Lipscomb women's team here. Looks like about 30 or so below me. Regardless, the Bison send it forward, and they got a chance here with Malachi Jones here trying to get inside. He passes to Dahlman, but it comes loose, only out as far as the final third there till Gabani can control with it. Then out to the side to DiLorenzo, and all turns with it, finds Gabani, and the Hatters have strung a few passes together here. Gabani to All right now, All with a shifty move, trying to go up for Laura. Laura with the shot, and it's offside. It was off the post and out anyway, but Laura was offside. He tried to curl that run, but got in there just about a yard behind. I don't agree with a lot of offside calls sometimes, but that one was spot on. And it's tough to argue with the refs. It's never an easy job, especially when you got a home crowd and a sizable away contingent too, but that offside call was spot on. Regardless, we're still 1-0 Bison here in the about middle of the first frame here. We got 25:08 left on a rolling clock here, counting down instead of the traditional football clock like you'd see from Europe counting up, putting us in just now the 21st minute here with 21:10 played right now. Had to do a little math in my head there. Obviously not my strongest suit there, calculating times on a moving clock. That cross over the top, they were looking for, I believe, Golden there, making a run from right back and just couldn't connect with them. The Hatters take a quick free kick, and they're going to play it over the top now with Golden out of position there, trying to take advantage of that. But no harm done. It's sent back to the Stetson back line. Zink was trying to find a pass here, gave it to the Bison, and they got a chance here with Dahlman trying to play it forward, but Zink solid in the fence, prevents any further damage, and here comes Gabani and the Hatters. All with it now, all shifting around a defender. All finds Gabani there. Cross coming in. Oh, almost connected on the volley there. Probably didn't have the best camera on it there, too. I got caught ball watching, not moving the camera. Good offensive set for the Hatters. Good possession, just no end result there. Very close to an equalizing goal. Sibley setting up to kick it now, though, from the goal kick earned by the ball going over the end line and missed shot. Hatters have had a great response, though, from going down 1-0 about 10 minutes into this one. 50-50 ball still being played. Lipscomb controlling now. Jones sends it backwards, and that's out wide. I believe that's Dahlman with it now. Back to Jones. Dahlman, a beautiful 1-2. They're trying to connect. Going to be close here. Jack with a great save. Even if his hand wasn't there, I think he was protecting his face more than the net as the ball came in, but job's not done yet. Back to Golden. Golden trying to, I'm not sure if it was a cross or just a shot through traffic because he knew Jack had a tough time seeing. Regardless, didn't make it to him, but Lipscomb still with the ball until Golden just misplays it. Too perfect of a pass, and he couldn't quite handle it. Leonard now with it to throw it back into play. He tries to find Laura, but Laura is just surrounded there. All he can really do is try to draw the foul there. Couldn't quite do it. A good 1-2 there between Dahlman and I don't think that was Golden up there that far, but I couldn't quite tell who it was here. These pink numbers on pink jerseys are kind of troubling. Here's Mata with it. Mata shot and a great save by Sibley there. Mata's kind of disappointed with himself, but getting up slowly. Job's not done yet for Lipscomb, though, as All has it down the sideline, trying to find someone to play to. Cross comes in. Cleared, but only as far as DiLorenzo as he's trying to run a foot race, and he does. DiLorenzo's cross comes in. Briefly cleared, but only as far as All. All with it now. Centered. Laura couldn't handle it. Toro couldn't handle it. Cleared out to Jones. Now properly cleared all the way out to Dahlman. Lipscomb looking to attack with the counter now, though. But Gonsalves, solid in defense, puts an end to that, and Stetson's coming the other way now. Gabani in to go to All. Out to Laura. Laura back to Leonard as Leonard's looking to change point of attack. Moosenden to Leonard again. Back down to All. Looking for Laura, but Laura just got caught flat-footed there. Wasn't expecting the pass. Lipscomb with it now. Little 50-50 till Jones sends it back. And now Lipscomb will try to calm things down here and build from the back. Bit of a helter-skelter moment of the game as we were going back and forth there with the fast breaks and the counterattacks. Regardless, about 25 minutes in now, 20:50 left on our rolling first half clock. Lipscomb leads 1-0. 18 Wood got the goal off a corner kick from Golden. It's only marked so far in this game. I believe that's DiLorenzo coming up from his left back or right back spot. Tries to cross way too close to Sibley, who just grabs it. He runs out for the punt and tries to send it forward. He's trying to go over the top with the 2v2. Gonsalves plays it in the air. Leonard trying to settle under it. He's got two Bison around him and still manages to come out with it. Finds Gonsalves up to Moosenden. Moosenden has DiLorenzo in there in a pocket of space, and he'll calm it down here to allow the Hatters to reform their shape. Good response from the Hatters, but still trailing here as we're into the latter side of the first half. Moosenden trying to find a point of attack to exploit this Lipscomb this Lipscomb formation, rather, not necessarily their offense or defense. All 11 behind the ball at that point. This is over the top for Toro, who's going to come up with it. He's dispossessed, though, by Robinson. Robinson's kind of had Toro's number to start this one off as he plays it all the way through. Zink or Jack could play this. Zink's going to control it, though, as they had good communication going back there. Zink over to Gonzalez, up to Moosenden. Moosenden with a bit of space, but slowly being collapsed on. Wide to DiLorenzo. Up over the top. Laura's got a chance, but doesn't make it all the way through to him. And center backs play it forward here. Dahlman comes up with it, as he did a natural rotation with Jones there, but we're going the other way, and here's all. He's got Leonard wide. Leonard with it now with a bit of space. Back to Gabani. Gabani tapping it around, surveying over to Moosenden, who's got some room to work. Back to Gabani. Up to All. All tries to turn and dispossessed. Lipscomb just so disciplined at the back, and now they're coming forward here. That was Golden. He's looking for Jones, and they're going to connect, and we got a 3-on-3 here as they're bearing down on Jack. Tapped away. Leonard in a good position to stop things. I'm not sure what quite was going on there. Jones was just kind of sitting there, and I don't know if he was just slow to get up or if he was injured, everything else. I think it confused Leonard, though. It's freshman player, and I believe he was either trying to find DiLorenzo or go out of bounds. Lipscomb makes the first sub of the game. We have just under 18 minutes to go here in the first half. Lipscomb already up 1-0. They scored in about the first 10 minutes at a great corner kick set piece there. Golden sent in and Wood connected. Your right back and your right winger. Great throw there. Made it all the way to the post there. Almost like a set piece. But no end product there, and Lipscomb regroups at the back line, and they'll bring it forward here again. Still not quite control here. Toro trying to keep it here for Lipscomb, or excuse me, for Stetson. And Toro ends up drawing the foul there. Free kick for the Hatters. Not quite sure how short the bench is necessarily tonight. I know Dan Wintermeyer, who traditionally starts in center back there, he's out tonight. Possibly a couple more. It was just about everyone lining up to be healthy again here as that free kick comes over the top. Mata trying to run it down and ends up running over a center back who does well to cover it out of bounds. Sibley with it now. They're slowing things down, and they'll put it back into play momentarily. We're back into play now. Sibley sends it wide. I believe that's Turner, not Robinson. On offense, both those left and right back, like you would traditionally expect out of Premier League teams, they get up the pitch. They get up the pitch hard. So the only people back are those two center backs who are both very wide for Sibley. And here comes the attack from Lipscomb here as they put together a 1-2, and they're coming forward there, coming across the net. Nobody connects with it, and over the line for a goal kick. Good attack from the Bison. So here comes some subs for Stetson.
Number 15, Lewis Scattergood. Also entering number 28,
Myers and Scattergood into the game. Myers traditionally a starter, but from Leonard's performance at South Florida, talking to Emmett Rakowski, head coach of Stetson Hatters, Leonard was rewarded for his great performance at South Florida. Got the start tonight over Myers. Myers a great player in his own right, though, now coming in to see if he can make the difference here. Good 1-2 work from Myers and All, and here comes All near the end line. Sends it in, but nothing doing it. Myers either trying to hope for a deflection there or go over the top and wasn't really in a shooting position. Looked like a cross more or less, but maybe hoping it got lost in the traffic and Sibley wouldn't be able to find it. Regardless, bouncing free now and bouncing for Lipscomb there as they go forward here. Quick retreat, though, from can't quite, not Mata, but I can't quite tell who that is. Not Scattergood, a little short. It's DiLorenzo. My bad, Tom. I should have had that one there. Ball went out again. Another Hatter throw. 1-0 here. Just under 15 to go. First half. Stetson looking for an equalizer here, seeing if they can find it here as they play it around the back. This is Myers now. Goes into Gabani. He has some space. He sends it over the top, but no one home. Drops for Moosenden, and Stetson will reset. Bit of back and forth between Gonzalez and Zink here over the back line as they try to decide where to go with it. Zink just sends it forward looking for Toro. Toro keeps it in but can't keep possession of it. And Lipscomb, the player had a little more time than he thought, and he just belted it in the air when they probably could have controlled it there. And now they're going to try to pressure Owen Jack as he's forced to send it forward. Skips over Gabani there and heads backwards there as Lipscomb's on the attack here. A good 3-on-3, and see if Golden could get up here. Not needed, though, as the shot was about a foot over the bar. Jack didn't look necessarily too bothered with it.
Number 17. Gabriel Toro.
Mata already re-entering the game, or excuse me, I stand corrected. That was Gio Rodriguez. Andres Colon, or Andres Mata, depending on when you're talking to him. He's from Mexico, and like traditional Spanish speakers, they have multiple last names there depending on marriages and everything else. Here's Luis Lara with a shot. Or if you look it up, Luis Lara Delgado, it's both last names there. But that was Gio Rodriguez coming back on. Or actually coming on for the first time. Gio's traditionally a starter there, but kind of picked up a knock there. It's got him as a rotation player now. Anyway, Sibley to put it back into play from the goal box. Boots it forward. Almost makes it into the Stetson final third by himself as the Bison control it. Little bit of miscommunication there. But Dahlman called for the foul. I'm not sure if he fouled Zink or fouled Gonzalez there, but he did have a handful of jersey on at least one of them trying to get around them. They'll let a little of it go till they see that jersey stretch back with the pole motion there. Stetson got another sub lined up here as soon as they can get an opportunity to bring him in. Second ball fell for Charles All, and I really need to actually look to say this one because this is there's one Mediterranean sounding name on the Lipscomb staff. That's 77. That's Plutarchus. Alan F.T. committed that foul there. Number 77 there. He's from Nicosia, Cyprus in the Med. Regardless, nothing quite doing for the Hatter free kick there as it'll go all the way back to Sibley, who boots it forward. Zink commits a foul. He had that outstretched arm there on Dahlman, and Lipscomb will have a free kick coming up here from just inside the Stetson half until they manage to flip this one forward. There we are. Low free kick playing, and Lipscomb will build from the back, which is right around the midfield stripe. Crossing middle here. That's Wood looking for a through ball. Good through ball. Dahlman almost adds to his league-leading total. He's kind of upset with himself. He had Connor Bates coming on. Replaces Charles All, but Dahlman there with 10 goals on the year, almost tallied number 11. He was one-on-one with Jack. Jack's a good keeper, but in a situation like that, if they get it on frame, you usually like the offensive players chances. It's a good through ball, just couldn't quite keep it down. 9.5 to go, first half. Lipscomb up 1-0. We're here at the Athletic Training Center in DeLand, Florida for this A-Sun action tonight. Ball still floating around there. Lipscomb coming out. That's Dahlman with it going around the side. Sends it wide. I think that's Robinson back up to Dahlman, but a little too much pace on him, and that one's going to go over the end line. A couple people walking forward here to sub for Stetson, but I don't think they're going to come through on this chance with the throw-in. As ball comes in for Rodriguez, he sends it forward. Still on the ground, but falling for Stetson. This is Gabani. He has Myers wide. Myers got some space. Myers sends it back in. Bates with the shot. Hatters want a corner, and they will get a corner. We'll see if the subs come in beforehand. Looks like they're both still standing there with no movement, and now one Lipscomb Bison has joined them at the center flag. Looks like this is Gio Rodriguez over the ball here. Charles All traditionally takes these. He just subbed out for Connor Bates. So this Gio Rodriguez sent the outswinger, goes over the head of Gabani, falls for Moosenden. Moosenden back to Myers. Myers with long cross in. Laura goes for the header, can't quite get it. Zink was coming forward, one of the taller members of the Hatters. Couldn't get there either. Now a foot race between Dahlman and Myers. Dahlman wins, but his pass goes to Moosenden. Moosenden can't do anything with it, though. Lipscomb comes up with it. On the ground as Lipscomb tries to build an attack here. Moosenden clears it right off of Alan F.T.'s hand. I don't want to tangle with that Mediterranean first name too many times. I've got it right once with Plutarchus. I don't want to risk messing it up since I've got it right once or twice. Comes over the top. Laura had it briefly before being dispossessed, and now Lipscomb's going the other way. Rodriguez trying to dispossess it, passed through, but right to Gonzalez, but Gonzalez could not handle it there. Now down the sideline, Myers goes low for it, but it squirts through and sticks with Lipscomb. As they go back central with it, trying to step up. Rodriguez dispossessed it, but still out wide for Lipscomb. Cross comes in, Jack dives on it. I believe that was Robinson with the cross there. Regardless, in the safe and steady arms of Owen Jack as he starts waving defenders forward, trying to send all those numbers forward for the Hatters here, looking for an equalizer. Jack over the top. That's Scattergood trying to jockey position for it. Robinson with a header, but out of bounds over the line. We'll have 3 subs now.
Number 12.
About 12 for 9.
Bonnie Smith. Closing number 9. Yeldrick Hall. Hatters, number 21. Gil Romero. Number 32. Vaughn Lucinden. Also at number 34. Jeff Russ. Number 7. Laura Delgado.
Russ and Romero come in for the Hatters. Russ didn't have a lot of minutes. I think it was single digits against South Florida, but they were important minutes. He came out and he immediately caused a spark at South Florida. He gets taken down with a great position here for a free kick and a set-piece opportunity. Seth Russ already on the pitch and drawing the foul within seconds of stepping on. Stetson with a good chance now if they can get a delivery on this set piece. As far as numbers forward, you got Jack still back there, obviously. Leonard's about on the midfield stripe. Myers directly in front of Leonard. He's about in the final third. Looks like Romero will be taking this. And then about 7 bodies in the box already jockeying, and Pablo Hernandez has seen something he doesn't like already. Referee Pablo Hernandez in here lecturing a couple players here on what he wants to see and what he doesn't want to see. Clock's still churning here as Hernandez talks here. We've wasted here about 20 seconds. I don't know if that's the intention or not. There's the whistle to put it back into play. Romero sends it over the top. Punched, but only as far as Myers. Myers plays it wide. Rodriguez will run onto this one. He turns and sends it back into the box. Good cross there, but Robinson sends it forward. Job's not done yet for the Lipscomb defense, but it is now with the throw-in. As Stetson will rotate the back line back. They both had Zink and Gonzalez up there. Throw in quick there, and Romero was trying to score it free there, but goes over the end line there. He kind of got closed down there with a basketball trap with a player on each side there. Couldn't do anything with it. Robinson now with a big throw there over the top, still being fought for. Sent forward from the Hatters, now forward from the Bisons. No real possession yet. Myers sends it back to Jack, calls for it again. Jack gets a little under this one more than he thought. Rodriguez settles under it. Good connection there. Myers and Rodriguez up to Scattergood, then to Myers, but the defense steps in the passing lane and stops that one. Now Lipscomb going the other way. Kind of a donkey kick there by Zink. Tries to send it forward there. Gonzalez called for the foul, but advantage being played. Hatters trying to control it, get it out of their final third, but Lipscomb, being the great team they are, not letting it happen here. Couple of good plays, but Stetson eventually drawing a free kick to the dismay to a few of the traveling Bison group. I believe that was DeLorenzo drew the foul there. Nah, check that. That was Romero who drew that foul. How can you tell those two apart from 100-plus feet away? Romero has this massive head of hair. DeLorenzo is not quite a crew cut, but pretty close to it. Bit of a ping-pong ball situation going back and forth here. Connor Bates eventually runs onto it. Bates tries to dance around there, connects with Romero, who draws the foul. This is going to be a yellow. Yellow card immediately rewarded on the Romero challenge there. We'll have to wait for George Woodill for the call there. I couldn't quite catch a number. These pink jerseys are just brutal here. I like the message they're for. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for breast cancer awareness. But if we could get a different color numbers. That was 77. Alan Efty picked up the yellow. Romero over top of this free kick. We'll see what he can do with it. Cross coming over the top. Cleared wide. Not quite out of danger. Foot race with Gabani trying to cover for it. Free kick, throw-in one by the Hatters. Gabani shielded that ball out of bounds. As Stetson rotates into their more traditional formation here with the two center backs retreating there for defensive purposes. And we may have a counterattack opportunity, but a good challenge almost ended it. And then a challenge will result in a yellow the other way. Zink, I believe, picked up the yellow right there for stopping the potential goal-scoring opportunity. I believe that's the terminology listed in the rule book.
Stetson Hatter yellow card issued to number 9. Kelvin Zink yellow card issued to the 44th minute of the first half. Yellow card.
You never want to call a yellow card good, but that was a smart yellow card from Zink. There was an overload coming. Lipscomb had a ton of momentum going forward, had skill positions there, and defenders were not back. So definite chance to stop a goal there as ball gets cleared out. That's Scattergood there drawing some disapproval from the Lipscomb crowd as he went up there to pressure the Lipscomb defender to get rid of it and ended up forcing a turnover. We're under a minute to play here in the first half. Lipscomb still up 1-0 here off a corner kick that was headed home in about the 11th minute. Corner kick taken by 29 Golden, headed in by 18 Wood. As Owen Jack gets ready to put this one back into play. With about 35 seconds left. Jack with a lot of air under this one. Bates fighting for it, couldn't come up with it. No whistles yet. Romero played it wide, looking for Russ. Russ closing down the Lipscomb player, but up to Jones. They keep possession. Now back to Jones, but ball still in play. No whistles yet. 14 to go. Jones with it on the side. Cleared out. One more chance for Lipscomb. They send it into the box here. Cleared away by, I believe that was Myers. Shot just wide. It was near zero. I don't know if it necessarily would have counted, but regardless, the Bisons take a 1-0 lead into the locker room here at halftime at the ATC in DeLand, Florida. We will catch you in the second half here. Right now, Lipscomb 1, Stetson 0.
I don't think I butchered the news.
We are back underway here in the second half. 1-0 Lipscomb as we start, and Lipscomb's on the attack here, looking to double it. Right across the face of goal. Goal kick. Lipscomb off the kickoff there. Creating a chance quickly here as we eventually get some ball. Owen Jack needed one. He got two. Just took a little time. I'm Joseph Ashley. I welcome you here to this Hatter Vision production. We're watching Lipscomb and Stetson men's soccer here at the Athletic Training Center in DeLand, Florida. The Bisons went in front early in this one, about 11 minutes in. They completed a corner kick there with 29. That was Golden taking the corner and 18 Wood finishing it. And the Hatters have been looking for an equalizer, and the Bisons have been looking for insurance ever since. We're roughly a minute into the second half here as we have quite the crowd on hand tonight. A lot of traveling support for Lipscomb. When you got a top 15 program in the U.S., you get a lot of support that way. Good combination play on the left-hand side here. That was Wood was one of the players there. These pink numbers on pink jerseys have been driving me crazy all night here for the Bisons. They got the pink kits here for breast cancer awareness here, but not good for commentator awareness. As they throw it in there, brief connection there from Dahlman there as he tried to play it over the top to himself, but a header, and then he lost the ball as well. But Lipscomb here with a ton of control here and possession here in the first half. They send it over the top here. Myers trying to bring it down, eventually tries to control it, sends it forward, but Lipscomb keeps it in and keeps the pressure on. Bison's maintaining possession. They're going to play it around the back line. Mata almost picked that one off to take it the other way.
Oh, nice.
Oh, over the top there. Big collision, and I believe Gonzalez not getting a card because he made a play on the ball, I'm guessing, but an undeniable foul there in a great location for Lipscomb. I'm not sure if they'll cross this one or just try to wire it around the wall that's sure to form up in front of them. Owen Jack in goal trying to form this one up. Charles All walking about a yard off the ball there to play a little mind games in him. He has Gabriel Toro in here in the wall with him. Just the two-man wall from this angle. Jack's going to have to be really on his toes for this one. He lines up close to that near post here. Ball comes over the top, headed away off the head of Zink. Kelvin Zink gets up there, makes sure to prevent any damage, but we're right back to another attacking opportunity and a set-piece opportunity coming from the Bisons here with a corner kick. It won't be Golden with the assist on this one. I can see Golden in the open field here. Golden is near all there on the near side. In-swinger put in, headed, saved, but scored off the rebound. Owen Jack made the initial save, but they didn't get it out, and Lipscomb capitalizes and doubles the advantage. 2-0 to the Bisons. Have to wait for the official word on that goal score. George Woodill should come up with the announcement here shortly for it. But here's the restart for Stetson as they're now looking up at a 2-goal difference in the game. Knew this was possible coming in. Lipscomb has an incredibly strong program on both the men's and women's side. Their lone loss is to Kentucky, one of the best teams in the country. That tells you the quality of this Lipscomb side. They don't have A-Sun aspirations. They have national championship aspirations. Wood credited with a goal there. Played over the top there. Held in by Lipscomb. DiLorenzo steps up. Moosenden goes down. He draws the foul there from behind. Stetson will set up for a free kick. I doubt they'll send this one over the top. They'll just gather it up for a possession here. But DiLorenzo sees something he likes, plays it over the top, and Laura was making the run there, but unable to connect with it. Just not quite enough pace to do something with it. Simply grabs it and puts it back into play. Bounces around. Zink sends it forward there. A handball by Allen F.T. ends that assault for the Lipscomb offense as they'll go the other way now. Kicked and back into play. Zink plays it on the ground up towards Meyer. Meyer trying to catch, I believe that's Laura with it now. It is indeed Luis Laura. He plays it inside for Romero. Romero can't quite come up with it. Lipscomb can't really control it either. They had possession but couldn't do anything with it, just sent it out of bounds. Thrown in quickly, Romero with it, dispossessed by the Bisons, sent upfield, but too tall for the forward there for Lipscomb. Goes over his head and collected by Gonsalves. Moosenden wide now to DiLorenzo. Tom DiLorenzo tries to play for Moosenden. Moosenden tried to softly control that, and a little too softly as it squirts by. And ref trying to play advantage there for the Bisons. Blows the whistle after no result from it, and they'll get the free kick from about 10 yards that side of the midfield. Oh, I stand corrected. Flag came up. Offside flag came up. I was wondering the whistle there. I thought he was trying to play advantage and saw a foul he didn't like, but it was offside on the Bisons. Wide to DiLorenzo as here comes the press. They go over the top looking for All and Mata. Couldn't come up with either, but Toro there to grab it and send it across field. Zink looking up, surveying the situation. He goes wide to Myers. Myers pressing forward, looking for Mata. Connects with Mata. Bit of a traffic jam there as they try to come loose with it. Laura eventually comes up with it. Tries to catch Mata again. Might go over the inline. Defender realized it might stop before then and just sent it out for a throw. Stetson gets it back on the field to play quick. That's all with the shot, and that was a lot of skin there, contact with. No call, though, and here come the Bisons on the counterattack. Cross comes in. Dahlman can't quite come up with it there. He was making the run in the middle there. One touch, and Owen Jack's going to have an incredibly difficult save to make. But nothing comes of it for the Bisons, and the Hatters are going the other way. All here on the near side, looking for somewhere to go. Back to DiLorenzo, who has a minute to breathe. Change point of attack over the top, looking for Laura. Laura's got a chance on this one, but great defense clears it out. Can't tell if the ref was pointed forward for a throw or a corner there. They placed the ball next to the flag. I think that home ball shagger there, ball chaser there, he wants a corner, and it looks like that's what it's going to be. The late call from George Woodard tells me he was waiting to survey the situation too. He didn't quite know either, same as me. I believe that's all over there to take it. He's over the right side. Wants this in-swinger here on the cross, probably about goalpost high, maybe a little higher than that. Ball comes in, headed by the defense, skipped over the top. Laura's going to run it down first. Plays back for Moosenden. Moosenden's going to have to chase, and he has to go all the way back to Jack. There was nowhere to go. Good defense on that side, and the Hatters will regroup in their own half. Here they come forward here as the formation gets settled. Zink was trying to go across field, plays it right off the feet of Dahlman here. I believe that was Alan FT trying to find Dahlman there, but drew the foul there after no advantage was deemed to be had by the Bisons. So now they'll get a free kick just inside the midfield stripe. We're back underway as kind of a pass just played, and they'll set up offensively here. Dahlman with it now. Dahlman looking up, going wide. I don't think that's Robinson quite up that far for them. Off of Jack, who fumbles it. Romero just sends it out for a clearance, but finds Mata, who's fighting for it. All tries to come up with the press on the way to green. Ref calling advantage here. I'm not sure which foul he was referring to. There was a lot of jockeying here. Cross comes in off the head of a Bison. Jockeyed for, fought for, and eventually the ball bounces out of play for a goal kick. Tense moments both ways here in the past couple minutes as the Hatters had a chance here down on the other end, and then a couple chances for the Bison going back. 2-goal game though. 18 Wood for the Bisons, number 18, with 2 goals on the night, both on corner kicks. 1 in each half in the early going. So we have 34 minutes to go, around the 56th minute of play. Good possession here. Ball comes free. Player takes a tumble. No call, though. Laura with it now. Tries to spin inside. Ball squirts free. Zink steps up but can't quite control it. Still jockeying until he tackles it away. Toro threads the needle for All. All with a quick juke to the outside, and the Hatters have a chance. All tries to play it in. Deflected off. Falls for Toro. Back to All, but cleared out of bounds. Good combination between Toro and All on that one. All trying to throw it in, but a substitution halts that.
Here in the game, number 6, Alessandro Gabani, returning for number 32, Musenden.
Gabani comes back on for Musenden. Gabani is the type of player you expect to be out there 90 minutes, but if you notice that cast around his hand has a broken finger there. Deemed okay for play as long as he has that cast there. All with the cross attempt, skipped out of bounds for a corner. Now the numbers shift, and the focus shifts.
Stetson Hatters, corner kick.
Charles All stands over this corner kick. Number 11. We'll see what he can do from here. Toro goes back for defense. Romero goes back for defense. Zink and Musenden come forward. Di Lorenzo on the edge of the box. Cross comes in. Zink goes down before the ball's even there. No call, though, as here comes Lipscomb the other way. Can't quite keep it in. Should be a Hatter throw. And indeed it is. Di Lorenzo's throwing from way back. He could come up probably about another 20 yards and still be within where the ball went out. Di Lorenzo still serving. Over the top for Mata, who tries to find Toro. Toro jockeying with the defender there. Couldn't quite get free. Second ball still being fought for. Myers now fighting for it down the side. Myers with the slide down. Appealing that it went off the Lipscomb player to no avail there, as both the ref and the assistant point in the forward direction for the Bison. They'll throw it back into play here. Trying to go in and out with it. Miscommunication, gives it to Gabani. Gabani wants to turn with it. He finds All. All with a through ball there that Laura was watching there. The defense didn't have enough pace on it. Defense caught up to it but couldn't do anything with it. Just sent it out of bounds, which killed the attack momentum but left Stetson with possession. Another throw in that neither side can do much with. Lipscomb just opts to put the ball out. Ball comes in for All. All being tugged there and gets the call for the jersey pull. All settling over the ball right now. Glances goalward. Stetson kind of got a, you're from the opposite perspective, it was a cheap goal. If you're from Stetson's perspective, it was an IQ goal. Cut the goalie off his line. Zink gets ahead to this one, but can't quite do anything with it. That goal I refer to was at Liberty. Gabani was surveying the situation. Liberty's goalkeeper was off his line, barking at the defense, setting up for the play, and Gabani just belted it from about 55 yards out, and it was on frame, on target, and the Liberty keeper couldn't do anything to stop it. From the Stetson perspective, it was a goal of the year candidate. From Liberty's perspective, a massive fluke. Regardless, they all count the same. Toro with the fight there for possession here, and Stetson will sub before Toro can get it back into play. He wanted to go quick.
Under substitutions, entering the game, number 15, Lewis Scattergood. Number 23, Andres Mata. And number 20, Jacob Leonard returns. Number 20, Holton Myers.
Scattergood and Leonard back onto the pitch for the Hatters. Leonard, the starter there at left back there, earned his starting role at South Florida. Scattergood playing in his about 4th or 5th season here, seems like forever. His parents are in attendance tonight, all the way from England here. And Tom DiLorenzo gets run over from behind, earns a free kick right there by the end, and A-Sun. Home crowd appealing for a yellow, but at this point in time, they weren't going to get it this late unless the player just absolutely erupted in front of the ref's face. It was a foul, yes. Yellow card worthy, not quite. Persistent infringement will get you a yellow, but ruled to be not persistent enough quite yet. All sends it over the top here. Good cross, but headed back by the defense. Romero was trying to get over it and just leaned back at the crucial moment, sent that ball careening out of bounds. Since we don't have a score bug, if you've recently joined us, it's 2-0 to the visitors. Lipscomb has put in 2 goals off 2 corner kicks. First half, Wood pocketed a goal off corner kick from Golden there in the first half. Put it away to make it 1-0 there. Stetson tries to put together a counterattack, but Romero's through ball is stopped just forward. That's over the head of Leonard. Leonard trying to figure out what to do with it as he has a defender on his back. Alan Efty there with the effort there. One of the few numbers that's very visible on the back of those pink-on-pink kits. They have the black outline, but Alan Efty has a 7 on his back. Easy to read. Jack will put this one into play. The other corner kick came in the second half. Jack made a great save on the initial shot toward him, but it was right towards Wood, who pocketed his second goal and got a brace for the match. Ball being fought for here as Gabani was trying to get it around the defender there, unable to do so. That's Alan Efty going wide here as Leonard got beat. Shot, save from Jack, still in play, and job's not done yet as Zink shields it. Ball is cleared, but only as far as Dahlman, I think. Now he sends it back. And Lipscomb will regroup around the back and find a new point of attack. Toro running up here for the press. Ball coming wide. We'll see if it can be kept in. Robinson can keep it in. He goes forward to Dahlman. Dahlman goes wide again.
Fire.
Back into Dahlman. Dahlman trying to come up with it. Got maybe a little too cute for it. Did not get the penalty call. Went down in the box. He took about 3 touches, and he probably needed to fire on that second one. Needed a stabilizing and then just a pounded at Jack. Did not do so, and here come the Hatters the other way. DiLorenzo has it. That's wide to Toro now. Toro dancing around with it, trying to get outside and send it in. Good slide tackle there by Robinson, sends it out of bounds and takes out a lot of Toro with him too, but fair play to the defender. Still results in a Hatter corner kick. This is Charles All going to take it as they send 7 forward, All taking it. Toro, Leonard back deep, Romero floating around in the garbage position in case it comes all the way through, which it does. That's Romero, sends it on the ground, still in the box, still a chance for the Hatters. I believe that was cleared forward off a Hatter for a goal kick. And judging by the reactions, I believe I'm right.
Substitutions for Lipscomb. For the game number 10, Alejandro Lopez, returning number 77. Tarkus, also number 20. Number 18, James Wood. Your Hatters, number 10, Gio Rodriguez.
Gio Rodriguez re-enters the pitch. Normally in a starting role, coming off the bench. Bit of a knock on the midfielder as Sibley puts it back into play here. Still kind of 50-50 balls. Lipscomb eventually collects control, and now they're going forward with it. Golden with the turnover there, but Leonard just dribbled out of bounds to give it back. Immediately threw his head back, kind of disgusted with himself right there. He'll get over that one and regroup. Leonard's a freshman player. He's getting a lot of valuable experience playing a tough team. All creates a turnover, though. He's got Scattergood central. He tries to go for him, but a good sliding tackle prevents further damage. All creating a chance all by himself there. Throw-in comes back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the side with a pack of Bison around him. Back to DiLorenzo. Cross comes in over the top, headed back towards net, but I don't think Sibley's had an easier catch all year right there, as no one could quite come up with that one. Laura wasn't playing for net. He was playing for someone in the middle there and just couldn't get a runner to come onto that. Sibley just basket catch, Willie Mays style with both hands. Dahlman with a good skip off the top. Gonsalves there gets the good seal out and draws the foul there for the free kick for the Hatters. Jack quick to collect the ball. DiLorenzo places, and here comes Gabani and the Hatters moving forward. Over to Rodriguez, going forward, looking for All. Good through ball. All on top of it with a defender on top of him. Assistant ref waves that flag in the air for the foul. And the reaction from the defender may be getting the cause for conversation here. We'll see what Pablo Hernandez decides. I believe it's just a talking to. Just trying to calm him down there. Robinson kind of threw his hands up in disgust there after the foul was called, and sometimes that goes just a little too far. Not this time, this case here, as All lines up over this free kick with the one-man wall in front of him. Jack the only one in the defensive half, and he's about at the edge of the final third for this. As numbers go forward, and the Hatters get a goal! Alessandro Gabani with the first goal of the night for the Hatters, and the Hatters have life as they have made it 2-1 here with 23 minutes to go. Not a big celebration. The Hatters know the job's not done yet. They've got back one, but they have one more left. Alessandro Gabani with the marker there. All with the assist off the free kick. 2-1. Lipscomb still leads, but the Hatters have life. We'll see the Bison's response here as they kick off, send it away. Initially looked like the Hatters were going to try to go forward off that, but goes out of bounds. Lipscomb maintains possession with the throw. Ball over the top there. Zink heads it forward. Still being jockeyed for. Played forward there. Hatters appealing for a foul. Not given. They'll keep pressing though. That's how this team came back against South Florida, was the press right there. Sibley forced to play it in the air hard. Gabani back in center field. He heads it. Leonard controls, plays it up the side. This is Laura with it, trying to cut around 2 defenders.
Stetson Hatters goal was scored by
Still a bit helter-skelter here. Eventually, Romero draws the foul. I believe the ref wanted to play advantage there, held off as long as he could. All already standing over this ball. Zink and Gonzalez on their way up from the Hatter back line, those tall defensive players coming forward. DiLorenzo and Leonard back, your outside backs near midfield. All in Romero over the ball. See if they can give Sibley something to think about with one right foot, one left foot. Romero eventually going off. This one will be all. Romero making his way forward there into that clump of players. That cluster down there around the 18-yard box. All over the top. Headed by the defense, only far out is DiLorenzo, who sends it back in. Scattergood was offside but didn't make a play on the ball. Still bouncing around in front of the goal box. Stetson with possession. DiLorenzo looking, plays it forward. Deflection, falls for, that was Gabani. Romero trying to play it wide, but caught Gabani off guard. Romero with the sliding challenge takes it away. He's going the other way with it. Out wide to Gabani. Gabani plays it in over the top. Rodriguez making the run, but it wasn't there. Headed clear. Still free. DiLorenzo plays it back, heading it back and forth. Forward up. Dahlman flicks it in, but Romero comes down with it. Plays forward, too far for Scattergood, though. Lipscomb putting some pressure on and trying to go the other way with it now on a counterattack. Myers a bit off balance there, and Lipscomb maintains possession but gets up enough to block the cross. Laura with it now, going forward for the Hatters. Laura to the outside, plays it forward, cleared back down the field, and Stetson will regroup. Take a minute to breathe here and watch the action here with me. Lots of furious action going back and forth, and now Stetson slows it down, looking to change the point of attack. Zink out wide, trying to find a gap in this Lipscomb defense. Looking for Laura, couldn't quite ping it all the way through there. Lipscomb throw. Lipscomb 2, Stetson 1. Lipscomb got the first 2 off a couple great corner kicks. Wood put them both in the back of the net. He's on a brace for the day. I guarantee he's looking for 3, but right now Lipscomb's just looking for 3 points. Stetson trying to prevent that, though. They have the latest mark on there. Gabani off of All's free kick. Brought the Hatters back from 1. That's where we stand now. 19 minutes left in this match. 71st minute. Good 1-2 play on the left side of the Lipscomb attack. Gio Rodriguez trying to dispossess, though, and he draws the foul from Robinson. Bit of a pillar in the way. Robinson, good move, had him beat, but took a little too much out of Rodriguez there going around him. Gonzalez now over the top, no one home. Scattergood running up for the press. Forces Sibley to boot that one out immediately. Dahlman tries to flip over the top of his head. Still there for the Bisons as they come up with it. Zink with a partial tackle there as now the Bisons are in a scoring position. DiLorenzo with the block. Can't quite come up with it as it goes out for a Lipscomb throw. Robinson puts it back into play quick. Down to the corner, cross blocked again by DiLorenzo, this time for a corner kick to the Bisons. Corner kicks have been the Bisons' best friend on the night here, resulting in 2 goals and a slew of chances.
Bison corner kick.
Setting up Sibley there, the goalkeeper's about midway up the Bison half of the field. They have 2 back, 1 over the kick for 7 in the box attacking the goal here. All 11 in the box for Stetson. And the ref blows it dead before the ball's even close to landing. He saw something he didn't like. That usually happens about 3 or 4 times a night to Stetson on their end. Lipscomb equally as physical here. Good chance here. I was waiting for kind of a whistle. Gabani there is just now getting up. Good back and forth from All and Rodriguez there, trying to find something for before a challenge gets a lot of Gio Rodriguez, but also a lot of ball. As I was wondering the whistle there as the offside flag is raised on the other side. Dahlman just a step offside. DiLorenzo puts it back in to play over the top. Scattergood running in front of that defender, but can't quite make him adjust there. Bison's maintaining control, putting together an attack on the right-hand side. As you look, we have 2 subs each way on that far side. They'll come in next time that ball sails out of bounds, which might be here, but no out of bounds as that one went for an offside again. As Lipscomb's attackers, they want to put this one out of reach. 15:58 to go, second half, 2-1, Lipscomb leads. Here at the ATC in DeLand, Florida, we were roughly in that 72 to 68 range at kickoff. We might be down to 65 degrees now. It is still lovely out here in Florida.
Also entering for 18. Hayes Wood returns for number 16. He's Bison. Your header. 17. Gabriel Toro. 17. Toro Delgado.
Don't know if y'all can necessarily hear George Woodill's call over the crowd here as this one is getting cranked up here at the ATC in DeLand, Florida. Just under 15 minutes to go. 75th minute. Gabani sends it forward for All. All with a good move to spin outside and away from a couple defenders, and he is taken down. Little shove back there. It's getting a little testy out there between the teams. Maybe one of the issues Lipscomb has that the rest of the ASUN don't. They're kind of their Super Bowl anywhere they go. They are the top team in the league, and every team is looking to knock them off their perch. No exception tonight with the Hatters. But in the Lipscomb perspective, they've got to look at every game as a Super Bowl too. They're 9-1. They've only lost to one of the best teams in the league. Gabani with a curler toward that left upper 90. Sibley with a good save. Corner kick for the Hatters. That's Charles All, I believe, going over there to take it. It could also be Gio Rodriguez. I'm looking for both of them. Gio's running there. He's saying hello to Sibley there by the net, so this is definitely All taking this one. One hand in the air, goes down. All's kick comes in, headed. DiLorenzo can't quite connect with it to it cleanly. Still not done yet. Romero comes up with it. Cross comes in. Headed clear, but not only out to Gio. Gio with a shot. Deflected for a corner kick. As the Hatters continue to mount the pressure here. Hatters here pushing for an equalizer here, and Pablo Hernandez here blowing the whistle. He doesn't like what he sees down there in the box. Both these teams are physical tonight. Physical and fair. Here comes All. Short corner played. Rodriguez touches it back out. All sends it back over the top. Sibley with a hand to it, and if he didn't, there were Hatters at the back post as the pressure continues to mount. All will now go to the other corner to take this one. Right fielded midfielder. This will be an outswinger from Charles All. Kick comes in, low cross. DiLorenzo had a chance to it, could not get over it. Lands just behind the net, right in front of the Hatter women's soccer team. They're here in support of the men, just like the men were here Thursday supporting the Hatters against Austin P. Sibley sets this one up here after a change is made for the visiting side. Back into play. Crossing midfield, Gabani in a war with it. Ball still loose though. I don't know if the foul was on Romero or DiLorenzo. Either way, it's going for Lipscomb.
Elbow to the head, sir.
Looks like Shepard will take this one. Lopez walking away from it here. Shepard sends it forward. Headed by Zink. Job's not done yet for defense, though. It's still in the box. Shot over the goal. Goal kick. Owen Jack didn't look too bothered by it. It wasn't that close to the net. It may have actually been wide, too. I believe that was Lopez on the kick. We'll find out here shortly. Jack waves all the defense forward here. He's going to just pound this one forward. Good distance for Jack. It's about 10 yards other side of the field, and defender trying to climb the ladder, but he climbed Miguel Romero instead. Two hands on the back, pressing down on the shoulders. They'll call that 9 times out of 10. Played on the ground quickly, trying to catch him asleep. Motto with it. Cross comes in for the Hatters. Good cross. Would have been playable, but the offside flag went up. DiLorenzo gets tired of them just playing with the ball, chucks it at Sibley, and Sibley puts it back into play. And that might be to DiLorenzo's missed touch. Shot saved by Jack. Hatters have a player down in the box, but the Jack has the save. Lipscomb still has a chance. That's Gonzalez there going down. Still down in the box as play continues. No rule that they have to stop. Referee's discretion there. Gonzalez battles his way to his feet. Clears the ball out of bounds. Now he's staying down. And here come the subs. Looks like it's just a cramp here. Some sportsmanship between the teams as the Lipscomb attacking player is helping to stretch Gonzalez there. Unfortunately, we're a bit blocked by Pillar to show that one off here. Don't want to jolt you all too much. We'll adjust the camera since we got a stoppage in play. See if we can get a good view of it. Some good sportsmanship between the two of them there as he helped Gonzalez stretch. Allie Wyndham's on her way over to evaluate Gonzalez, but he looks to be in a lot of pain. Moosenden over to check on him. They're trying to get the ref's attention there. I believe Lipscomb was trying to go on the power play with an extra attacker still on the field.
What's going on? I think that ref told him to sub and that one.
Ball comes in off the corner there. I think Dahlman had the chance on that one, but it skipped up, got him in the hand. The Hatters were just as quick to call it as the ref was. DiLorenzo up with it now. Gonzalez still off the field, but Moosenden comes in to replace him at that right center back location paired with Zink as we get play underway. Under 9 to go, 2-1 Lipscomb.
It's like, did I miss?
Lipscomb maintaining possession. Dahlman flicked it, but it went off of DiLorenzo's head. And Robinson will throw it in to get us back underway.
And they play the same position.
Robinson looking for Dahlman again. DiLorenzo with the box out, shuffles in front of him, heads it out. Now the throw comes central here as the overload to the left has paid dividends with an open right. Trying to chip over the top there. Didn't want to necessarily go for goal, but looking for Dahlman or at least Robinson or another attacker to make the run. Went out of bounds regardless. Now Jack will put it forward. No plane to the back line here. Everyone's waved forward. The farthest defender back. DiLorenzo. And he's just now off the hat in the Stetson S.
Oh, yes, go, go, go.
But here comes Lipscomb on the counterattack. Cross comes in. Moosenden sends it right back out. Lipscomb maybe thought attack there for a minute, but up 2-1 in the final 10. They're going to slow it down, and they're going to attack on their own terms, killing time when they can. The clearance from Moosenden comes off the offensive player. Offensive player was standing over Moosenden. Moosenden took offense, and it's a little bit of shoving back and forth as Pablo Hernandez tries to restore order.
Let's go, guys. We can do it. Let's go.
All chips it forward. Romero tries to keep it in. Can't quite get enough on it, though. Robinson will throw it in for the Bisons. Robinson with a quick throw, trying to catch the defense sleep. Dahlman flips over the top, but DiLorenzo comes with it and sends it forward. Romero gets a good block on it, but puts it out. Lipscomb throw. A lot of those coming up recently. Zank finally plays at central, connects with Laura. Laura drops it for Gabani. Gabani out to All. All has some space to operate. All moves it up to Romero. Romero surveying the situation. Cuts inside. Breaks two defenders. Was looking for Mata there. Could not connect with him. Mata on the redirect. Regardless, I think Sibley would have had both covered. That was about 15 yards out. Would have been very difficult to get a lot of strength on a header, even if he did get up with it. The only thing he could have done to really cause Sibley panics if he somehow brought it under control. He was inside the box with defenders at his back. Good 1-2 play by Lipscomb. They might finish it here, but Moosenden says no. Puts it out for a corner. 5:30 to go, second half. Bison's up 2-1. The ATC in DeLand, Florida. This is a Hatter Vision production. Big opportunity for Lipscomb, though. With the lead right here, 5 minutes to go, they have shoved a lot of numbers forward here. Mata out top for the outlet if Stetson controls it. In-swinger kicked in. Zink with the header. No one really on him, but you never know what's behind you in that situation. Zink puts it out. Another corner kick. As you can see and probably would imagine, the smart tactical play, take your time on the corner, exactly what Lipscomb's doing. Not necessarily to the Hatter benefit, but why give the opponents the benefit in this case? They're highly ranked for a reason. They're very good, very smart. Kick comes in swinger, headed towards goal. Saved, still not done yet. Kicked into Jack, foul. I believe that was Gabani drew the foul after the initial shot was saved. Tough sequence there, tough to stat as well. Jack trying to put it back into play quick. 4 minutes to go, Hatter still down 1. Jack looking for somewhere to go with it, just opts to belt it forward toward All. All heads it on. Romero trying to back down his defender. Romero gets called for the foul, and Romero's a bit frustrated by that. I'm not certain what Pablo Hernandez saw there, but he's the one with the whistle and has a slightly better angle from the field for me. Maybe Romero threw an elbow. I could not quite see it. Saying that, I understand his frustration there. I thought he had a good seal out myself. Sibley up here to take the free kick from about 10 to 15 behind midfield. Waits for the whistle. Ball in the air. Over to that right-hand attacking side. Headed centrally. Player knocked down, but still in play. Trying to go over the top with it was Lopez. Job's not done yet for the Hatters. Shot! And you got to take a little breath, and you hear the ohs from the crowd there. That's across the face of goal, out for a goal kick.
That was so awkward.
Everyone kind of struggles with a little depth perception from about 60 yards, telling if something's over a line or not until the net ripples. Owen Jack didn't look bothered. Probably should have been our first indication here. Gabani trying to take control with it, but with a Bison on each side, he's struggling here. And here comes the attack. Malachi Jones here plays it centrally. Knocked free. Lopez still with it. Moosenden clears it wide. Out for a Lipscomb throw. Those at home, the Lipscomb throw counter keeps going up. I don't know what it is. I just know I've called it a plethora of times here in about the last 5 minutes here. Defense trying to keep this a one-goal game to give Stetson a chance to pull level and get something out of this. Lipscomb just content to run out the clock, take 3 points away from DeLand and get moving. Not sure which of the 3 Bison in the area he called the foul for. Jack played it a little too far forward with his roll there. But he's trying to get it back into play, and he boots it forward. Minute 45 to go, second half. 2-1 Bison. They're trying to see this one out. DiLorenzo throws this back into play. Gabani plays it off his face, but no good there. That's definitely going to be a yellow on DiLorenzo. As things are starting to get a little heated at the moment. Let's keep some cooler heads here. I have not seen any cards quite yet. I believe Hernandez did not show a card to anyone. Hernandez trying to keep the away crowd and the home crowd under control here, as well as the players on the field. As we'll have a meeting and the refs will discuss what they saw and possible disciplines coming up here. I look to the right to our stat crew here, and they're just looking tentatively as they know what's going to happen is going to make their life harder. Yellow shown to 20 for Lipscomb and 2 for Stetson, and a red. A red issued to Tavon Moosenden, and I believe a red to Alessandro Gabani as well.
An initial yellow and a second yellow.
Stetson has 87 seconds to try to find something here, and player down against a team this good, that's a tough ask.
Just run the clock.
Sending 6 off, so I don't know. I think he gave 6 2 yellow cards for retaliation.
Never mind being down a man, Stetson is down 2 men. As Pablo Hernandez is still talking to Stetson players. I have some very personal opinions about the call, but saying that, I will keep them to myself. I've learned how that went. I know it's the ref's job out there to maintain order and to try to call things decently, but I don't see how you can give a red, 2 reds one way and not 1 red the other. But I'm not on the field, it's not on my head. Regardless, Stetson with now a mountain to climb here in the final 87 seconds here as that throw from DiLorenzo comes in, clock restarts. Played forward by the Bison, but picked up by Leonard. Leonard trying to go over the top with it. Mata's up there. Mata's going to have to chase down Sibley here, being obstructed, but Mata out of frustration there kind of gave a backhand to Sibley there, and now the clock will stop, and he'll discuss Sibley's antics there. But Sibley shouldn't be the issue here because that's what a goalkeeper does. They play it wide, they waste a little time and pick it up like that. That's nothing I haven't seen any other goalkeeper anywhere else do in the waning minutes with the lead. We have exactly 1 minute left here. Unless Sibley said something, that's the only reason I could come up with him talking to him. And now Pablo Hernandez is going over to the Lipscomb bench to talk. I suppose the coach wanted the same explanation I wanted, but he's actually getting it. The only thing I can guess was Sibley said something. He showed a yellow there to the bench there. The ref yellow carded the
shoved the guy after like
The yellow card was issued to number 20.
Lipscomb just trying to play out this 48 seconds here. Stetson, obviously with the mountain to climb here. That's Leonard over there playing that one out so Owen Jack can put it back into play. We have 40 seconds left here. Stetson's still trying to find an equalizer here, even down 2 men to one of the best teams in the country. This Jack's coming out for. Jack whipped on it, but Zink back there. Zink is grabbed. Ball in the net, not going to count. Zink was fouled there on the play, but still killed some time with the shot in the putting the ball in the net. As Hernandez backs Jack up twice now.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Last gasp effort. I believe that's Dahlman sent it forward, and Lipscomb's going to take the win tonight, 2-1. Hard effort from both sides. Very physical contest, you could say about it. Fair play to the visitors who get the win tonight. Great team. Great game aside from one little moment here in the waning minutes when frustration boiled over. Regardless, Stetson falls to Lipscomb 2-1 here on this Hatter Vision production. I'm Joseph Ashley. I thank you for joining me tonight. I wish you well wherever you are. Final score, Lipscomb 2, Stetson 1.